It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at...
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll leave it with the lone back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They booted away on fourth down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Canes line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Right back to the well. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And it'll be downed right there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they want a few downs.
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Gilbert. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got a man. It's Carr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The lone back's got it. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's the pressure. He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the option. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Tide! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air. It's Applewhite. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Man, oh, man, is that one this junior would love to have back. The Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Gets the back moving. On the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 18 to Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of it, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Makes the grab down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it here.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Applewhite. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes a connection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gashes the heart of the knee. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Catch in the middle, it's caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out. They can start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. On the ground, it's Hayes. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. The Tide will get the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Punch it out of the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his man. It's Pringle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
He's got 2. It's military stunt.
The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Caught near the sideline, it's Carr. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Looking to the big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Lots of running room. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here's the handoff. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Cook. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Pringle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the 1st down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down. And that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
How about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the 1st down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Hurricane! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Thorne. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Finds his tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He's looking to pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is in the air on fourth down.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And every offense is different. The 2-minute drill looks different for everybody. Slipping the run in there, sometimes it can be good, but you can't do that much more with that clock ticking out.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Not all close games.